Hey everybody, so Fernando had this really cool idea that we would repurpose these bookshelves. We bought these bookshelves really cheap when we first got married, so it's no major loss if it doesn't work out, so we thought it might be fun to share the experience. We have the paint layered like for a dirty pour. But we may not actually pour it that way. We might actually do it as like a traveling ring pour. So here goes nothing. I can't decide if I want to start on this one or on this one. I think let's start on this one because it'll be easier to tilt it from right here. Okay, let's see. I think we're going to do a traveling ring pour. We layered a lot of different colors. I'm not sure if they're going to look amazing or if they've been in the cup too long and they're going to get really muddy. So time will tell. Our hope is to probably epoxy over them. We tried to keep kind of the dark colors because we're going to keep the frame the same color. But the bookshelves are kind of beat up, so we thought, what does it hurt? Have a little experiment. Looks like we got a little heavy on the blues and the purples. There's no silicone, but I definitely noticed some inconsistency in the paint, so we'll probably see some cells anyway because some of the paint is more heavy than others. And I think we're probably going to have to continue with another cup. So we'll see. There is a third shelf that we just obviously don't have space for right now. So I think we'll start this one over here. Oops, that is definitely very, not very ring pour-ish. You may not be able to see the details, and I'm probably right in the way. But I was worried that I had too much white, and now I'm worried that I don't have enough. But other than a whole lot of paint, there's really not any stake in the game if we don't get the results we are hoping for. I think it's going to kind of end up looking like more of just a regular dirty pour, but it is kind of strange how muddy some of these colors are getting. And I have a feeling I'm going to have to use some of this paint in a second, but I can't decide if I want to go down the middle or just cover up some of the edges and see what happens because I think when I tilt it I'm going to realize how much more paint I actually needed, even though it didn't look like it. So right now it probably looks like a little child got into the paint, but I think it's going to be okay. We'll see. So we'll throw that cup over there. It's a little heavier to tilt than a canvas, so I think we may not have enough paint. So let's try. Probably don't have enough paint. It's okay, I have another cup, but it just obviously won't follow a specific pattern. We didn't really sand this or anything, we just cleaned it, so we might need more paint to make sure it isn't gonna kind of seep through, and the colors are pretty cool. It's kind of different. I've never really done anything bigger like this. I don't really like what's going on here in the middle where I poured that last bit of paint, so I might have to do a little rescue mission. My rescue missions have historically not gone that well. I tend to major on the minors a little bit and lose what I really liked about it in the process. So we also had this really cool idea about we have these glass end tables that my sister gave us. They have like nickel on the outside and they're glass tabletops. So today when I was thinking about painting, I was like, oh, we could totally do a pour on those. You know, I just want to be a little bit better at it before it becomes a permanent fixture in my living room. It'd be terrible if it was gross looking. I have a feeling that, I don't know how well you can see that. I'm definitely making a mess on the floor in here, so that's kind of gross, but I'll clean that. This one part in the middle really bothers me.
Looks good.
This one part I poured down the center. It doesn't go with its friends, so that really bothers me a lot. So I don't want to lose everything to rescue the corners, so I'm going to see if I can make good use of some of this right here without making it look muddy. I'll help it glide a little bit better. Okay. It definitely is very blue. I might less like blue because I do this to myself a lot. Okay, we got the bottom. You can see some cells forming in there because of the inconsistency with the paint, which is alright. I don't like this part in the middle right here. I don't like that. And I kind of don't want to keep overstretching this, so I think I'm actually going to use some of the paint from this cup. And I really want to fix that. But I don't know if fixing that will make it worse or not. Now it's going to be difficult to switch into the next shelf. We probably won't try to do that on this video. I am having some difficulty getting this completely covered. I did not use enough paint. I'm going to have to find a way to fix that weird spot in the middle. Because it's going to drive me bananas. Or this is going to be the bottom shelf, one of the two. I think I can fix that. With this, I don't want to keep tilting just for this one little spot. Let's see if I can't make that work. The other thing is, I can't really see the outside edges. It looks like it's okay right there. It's okay over here. see if we can't tilt this one more time. It's kind of heavy. Just to fix what I just did right there. And as much as I know I'm probably going to regret this, I'm going to just make that a little bit more fluid and see if I can't blend that a little bit better. I don't know about that. I don't know that that's better than the problem we were having before. I can do one of two things. I can stretch it completely off, but in the process I will probably muddy up some of these cells, or I can leave it. Can't really decide what to do. It looks a little more complex than that big glob of blue did, so I might be able to live with that. Let's torch it and see what happens. The torch is all covered in epoxy, so. I do like the colors. The pink really stands out a lot. We didn't even use that much of that color. So torching it is bringing out these cells in that one spot, which is making it a little more tolerable. So the only thing I don't like is that because we didn't pour enough paint, this is kind of muddy over here, and it would have been much more well defined like this. So lesson learned for the next one. So this will be maybe the middle or the bottom shelf. Maybe do 3 cups of paint for the next one. So we'll call this one good, and we'll post some pictures once it's epoxy. But thanks for watching.